different is the early release version of Tavern Keeper from the wonderfully hilarious demo version? A previous employer noted that they want a job. Was sacked from the Peaceful Face for spitting on them. Oh man, I'm gonna have the giggles already. Was sacked from the Peaceful Face for spitting on themselves. This is Liberty Prime with base builders, and welcome to Tavern Keeper, now in early release. Whew. Well, y'all, we only made it partway through the tutorial during our Demo Days episode, so my biggest question is, can we pick right up where we left off, or will we have to start a whole new game? Well, let's jump right on in and FAFO a little bit. Yeah. Well, I think I've seen this before. Oh, those biceps. Ah, still bugs me. Ooh, out of a stomach. Ah, it's an eyeball. Dude, don't eat the sheep's eyeballs. Here comes the Tasmanian devil. Now we know from the demo that is actually a hero in there somewhere. We needed a little bit of ventilation for that turlet. I wonder if the dragon is the one who delivered all that water there. Huh. All right. Now, y'all, I've already gone over the settings in the demo video. There is one thing that I wanted to change. Everything else I'm going to set exactly as it was before. All right, this is the one thing that I'm going to change. Before I put this patron patience icon threshold up to 100%, but on second thought, I think that maybe I made a mistake with that. I think that it means something a little bit different than what I was expecting it to mean. This is actually configure at what patience level the circular patience visual appears above patrons. I want to know exactly when they're going to start getting impatient, so I'm going to leave that where it is by default. Oh, but the slider configuration did change here. I had to go all the way to the right this time. There's a good human. Oh, I feel so special now. Very rewarding. Ooh. Mind you, I probably will have to check back into the control settings here just to remind myself of what does what, or to find out for the first time. Oh, now here is something that we missed in the demo. Over here in this under system, at the very bottom there is squishware. You! Are you beautiful inside and out? Absolutely. Clever? Definitely. Make smart game purchasing decisions? Top choice. Forgive some bugs? Yes. Spelled J-E-S. Slider curiosity? Developing. Music appreciation? Yes. Click any old button? Unsure. Let's find out. Yep, evidently. All right. Yeah, I think that sense of humor that I love so much is still there. All right. Let's see. Now let's get over here to gameplay. Actually, let's get out of settings entirely. And it's looking like we are going to need to have a brand new game, unfortunately. Well, let's see what happens when we load. Ain't nothing. All right. Kind of figured that. It's very rare for us to be able to carry on from the demo. So let us start a brand new game. All right, skip tutorial. Nah, I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and go with the tutorial because I still need some of that. Okay, the new owner. Alrighty. Well, this is a little bit different from what I'm remembering before. But we can set up for relaxed, balanced, challenging, or custom. I'm kind of curious what the custom options are here. Let's compare it with balanced. Spoil rate 0% normal. Don't really want to mess with that. Loan interest rate. Okay, so far this is looking pretty similar. Gratuity. Well, I kind of want a gratuity. Oh, but we are able to just change things underneath all of these settings already so that we don't really necessarily need the custom. The patron patience is normal. in the roll over here. I'm just going to assume that custom is pretty much by default balanced, except for the starting money, which is 430 under balanced, and under custom it's down to 300. Well, I do like money. Let's see. Everything is pretty much, just normal. We're only going to be allowing very good events rather than allowing the very bad events as well. I'm curious what happens under challenging. Yeah, it's only very bad events. I think I would like some very good events and not really any very bad events at the moment. Maybe once I get a little bit more time in this game under my belt, I'll be willing to do some other stuff. Okay, we have Max Tavern Stars 1. I think that probably that's going to go up as we go through the game, but who knows? Okay, Swamp Climate. And we have Fires are disabled. No infestation nests will appear. And we have cheaper loans. And I'm going to assume that that's because we're unbalanced. Let's see that change. Now it's still not changing, so maybe that's just an early access thing? What about relaxed? Yeah, everything is similar under relaxed, except we get more money apparently, and less spoil rate, less loan interest rates. Bankruptcy grace period, I didn't notice that. Well, I might kind of want to up that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I am going to just leave it as default balanced, and let us go ahead and start. Oh yeah, that's right, I'd forgotten that there is a quick save feature on this. But I will now press any key. And I think we are getting a little bit of ambiance.
Welcome to Riverbottom. I hope you like mud. And here's your first tavern. Bit of a fixer-upper, it seems. There's much to do before opening the doors.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
But where to start? First things first, teaching you how to teach yourself. A checklist on the right side of your screen would certainly be handy.
Tooltips.
Hovering your cursor over things like checklists can bring up helpful tooltips. Why don't you try it?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of zoom through this a little bit.
Phenomenal work! You mastered tooltips, and thus the secret to mastering the whole game.
Yes, I am so
Now,
special and
why
clever
not
at all
use
the
the
other
camera
things you were talking
controls
about
to
before.
take a look around?
Me and my squishware. Okay, pen with mouse or keyboard, WSD, bobbity bobbity. We have our mouse wheel as well. Let's see, zoom in with a mouse scroll wheel. Yay, I have done a thing. But I like the fact that it's not quite...
Splendid observing. One could say that makes you quite the looker. If this was a story about a garbage dump, you'd be set. But that rubble may deter tavern patrons. Clean it up, won't you?
I do like the fact that I can, rotate smoothly rather than being stuck on, every 90 degrees or whatever, like I was before. But let's go ahead and demolish some stuff. All right, I would love to demolish some stuff. What else need we demolish?
Excellent. That dangerous unfinished floor underneath has a certain rustic charm,
Yeah,
but
it does.
we can do better. Build a tap
Probably
room.
smells pretty bad, though. Okay, let us build us a tap room. Okay, let's see. Select the tap room zone. All right, now where should we put our tap room? And why can't... Okay, there we go. Let's see. This is the, I guess, kind of like the back door, and this would be the front door. So let's put our tap room up over here somewhere.
With the room type selected, click on the tavern floor and drag to define the shape of your room. Make sure it goes all the way to the front door.
Yeah, I already did that part, didn't I? Oh, it needs to be... No, it's big enough. It might be slightly bigger. Oh, confirm your tab. Okay, yeah, that's what I was missing. All right. We're going to confirm it for 69
Confirm
coins.
construction
Yes.
to finalize. Every room needs a door, otherwise it's a coffin. Grim.
All right. Well, I'm guessing this is where this goes. Now, how do I rotate? Fine, rotate. Yeah, I'm trying to rotate the door, though. Okay. Place a door connecting... Okay, you wanted me to put it, somewhere around here rather than up here. I kind of wish that I'd made the tap room a little bit smaller now that I'm looking at it, but...
After building your room, click on the walls. Onwards! The tap room is ready. But you're missing a tap. Select it in the build menu, but don't place it yet.
Alrighty. Yes, I will obey. Okay. Let's see. Select a tap. Alrighty.
Is that the angle you want? Try rotating it a bit before placing it.
Okay, how do I rotate? Well, I'm using the cam keys. Okay, that would be the right mouse button. Okay. Now, where do I want
Nice
to put
to see
this?
things from all angles, isn't it? Now, place that tap wherever you like.
Let's see. I think I would like to have it over... Oops.
People like a place
Well,
to
that's not
lean
where I
while
wanted to
they
put it.
order. A bar counter is optimal. Let's
Yeah.
build one.
I'm hopeful that I can just pick that up and move it, though. Let's see if I can... yeah, I can. And... darn it, do I have to... Actually, I do kind of like having it, sort of angled. We want to make it kind of close up to that corner, but I think I would like to have some room. Wait, why are you telling me that I can't plonk it down very near to where it was originally? Well, you really do want to snap over there to that wall, don't you? Let's hold down shift for no snapping. Yeah, it's still not getting rid of the red line. Okay, let's see. Well, let's just rotate it around a little bit more. Now, why are you being fussy about where I can place things? Oh, but it was offering to snap to where right near where it used to be. I guess that explains why it was snapping over here. Okay, well, let's just move you over here then. Maybe I will move this wall around just a little bit later on. We need to be close to the front door anyway. Now, what was I doing here? I got very distracted. Okay, we want to place a bar counter. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be very easily distracted in this game. I can warn y'all all about that right now. Let's see. I'm not sure what those... I'm not sure which one is the front and which is the back. I guess this is the front. Now, I would kind of like to extend you just a little bit. Let's see. Let me rotate the camera around a little bit here. Ooh, not quite that much. Well, okay, I guess this is telling me that they can be sitting on either side. And, oh, well, I can just rearrange this as needed anyway. I want to have more than just, one little space, though. Possibly I'm doing this foolishly. Let's see. Oh, I was picking up the... Yeah, I picked the wrong thing. Anyway, this is the spacer, not the actual counter. Let's see if I can figure out how to get rid of stuff now that I've put it down. Let's see. This is what I wanted to have. And I'm going to go ahead and plonk that there.
Good. Of course, tavern keeping isn't all gossip and picking
I've made
furniture.
quite a mess here.
There's hard work to be done as
I need
well.
to be able to delete some stuff.
Let's just hire someone to do that part for you.
Before I do that, can I, get rid of all the stuff that I put down that I didn't want to? Let's see. I would like you to go away. How do I do that? Let's see. So, okay. Ooh, I hope this is a full refund, because I really didn't mean to put that down. Can't remember how much it cost me in the first place. We can check on that in just a few minutes. Let us sell. Yes. Don't make me do this whole dance. Can I select more than one item? No, shift doesn't do the trick. Can I just hit delete? Oh, okay, demolish mode. Yeah, but I would rather sell things than demolish them. And how do I exit out of this? Okay, well, escape did the trick. Now let us just go ahead and sell this. Give me my 10 coins. Give me more 10 coins. Now let's put this bar counter where I actually intended it to be. Okay. Let's see about some of this. And I think I would like you sort of centered on the door here. Ish. Okay. Oh, alright, I think I see the one on the left is the server, and on the right is where the actual customer would be. Alright, well that's good enough for now. Now, what was I actually supposed to be doing here? I was probably supposed to be paying attention to the tutorial, huh? Alrighty, our option here is Solarial, or Solarial? I don't know. A previous employer noted that they wanted a job. Was sacked from the Peaceful Face for spitting on them. Oh man, I'm gonna have the giggles already. Was sacked from the Peaceful Face for spitting on themselves. How did you manage that, Solarial? I guess, maybe you were spitting on your forearms there, or your hands, or your knees or something like that. Okay, oh, anyway, our ad here is help wanted. Loyal, hardworking service persons urgently required. High tolerance for unpredictable conditions is mandatory. P.S. No wanted criminals. We have plenty already. Yeah, see, this kind of thing is why I wanted to play this game. Alrighty, well, anyway, do we only have the one candidate? I remember having more before. Now, you are, you cost 19 coins to hire, but your daily wage is 10. You're a pretty good server, a pretty good chef, or an excellent chef, it looks like. Now, what is this? Solariel doesn't like working as a chef. Okay. Solariel is a pretty good janitor and dog spotty. What does Solariel actually like to do? She's squeamish. I'm going to call her a she because of the, mainly based on the hair and the stuff up front there. You know what YouTube probably didn't want me to say. But anyway, Solariel is squeamish. She doesn't like yucky stuff like vomit and bugs. Maybe, I hate to think that explains why she didn't want to be a chef. She's cold tolerant. She doesn't mind if it's cold, which is probably not a thing she's going to encounter that much here in the swamp. Let's see. Pete is, well, he costs 34 to hire, and his daily wage is 15, so presumably he's better in some form or fashion. Their last boss noted that they never give up. They were lauded at the Dancing Palace for volunteering. Thinking about werewolves makes them regretful. They invented a more efficient method of public speaking. Now that could go some interesting ways. Well, let's see. Pete is clumsy, and he's somehow nevertheless slightly better than average server. He's easily bored and hates to have nothing to do, which might explain why he's a pretty good dog spotty. He's a slightly better than pretty good chef and a terrible janitor. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Solariel better based on her stats, and she's cheaper. Raquel loves you in particular. Was fired from her previous job for throwing a fit. Was fired from the Hunter's Hovel for fighting the elderly. Well, she probably won, at least. And she is, not too bad at all of the things. Costs 14 to hire her, and her daily wage is 9. I'm still going for that first guy, or first girl. Sovel excels at spilling drinks. Thinks owning fabled shields is beneath them. Ugh. The horror of all that. Is clumsy. Is an absolutely terrible dog spotty. A pretty good janitor. A so-so chef. And Sasha has just got terrible stats. Let's see. Terrible server. Not that great chef. So-so janitor. Not that great dog spotty. Let's see what these are. Ooh, but Sasha has dark vision. Thanks to a carrot-heavy diet, Sasha can see in the dark. Well, that is a bit of a bonus. She's cold-tolerant. And she's a deep sleeper. Once Sasha falls asleep, there's no waking her. On the upside, she doesn't mind noise either. All right, well, I mean, I see the beauty of that, but I think I'm going to just go with the first girl. She seems to have some pretty good stats, other than not liking yucky stuff. And she really doesn't want to be a chef. Well, let's see. What are we hiring for, though? We're not hiring her as a chef, so we're going to just go ahead and stamp here to hire.
Really? Based on those qualifications?
Yep.
Are they a friend of yours?
Let's see.
Never mind. It's time to buy
Hopefully
drinks.
she will become
The
one.
traveling merchant will be here soon. Click on him when he arrives. You can hurry him along with the game
How do I
speed
assign her
controls
to
if you like.
this? Anyway, I need to be waiting for the merchant, buying some drinks, selecting my tab, selecting a drink to serve, and waiting for the staff to put it on tap. Does she know that she's supposed to work there yet? Let's see if I can select her. The merchant has arrived. I do not see him. Where is he? I'm just going to have to take... Oh, I think maybe he is over here. Alrighty, so I will click on the merchant, and let's see what we got. We got a whole lot of... not that much. Oh, we have side dishes. We didn't have that in the demo. Alright, well, that's exciting. But I have fewer choices for drinks than we did in the demo. Let's go ahead and get some of this. Let's see. The house brew. Need a cheap drink? It's on the house. Let's see. The category is brews. Oh, come on. Let me look at the rest of this here. The interest rating is, moderately good. It looks like, based on the little green bar down there. No, I'm just trying to go to the bottom of this, but I guess I already am at the bottom of this. It looks like it's half a star. It's saying 1 star from 70 flavor. It's got a flavor profile. It's tough, whether it's leathery jerky, tooth-cracking hardtack, or dwarven gravel cake. Tough dishes make you work for your meal. Consumable with a tough flavor profile. Consumables with a tough flavor profile are preferred by dwarves and orcs. Alrighty, it's pure. No, it's not very pure, apparently. And it's not very sweet, either. And it is a little bit gross. Slimy, lumpy, or just a touch rancid. Gross flavors are an endless surprise. Consumables with a gross flavor profile are valued by orcs and dwarves. Good to know. Alrighty, let's go over here to Bog's Bitter. What it lacks in flavor, it makes up for in viscosity. Good to know. That is telling me that it's got a full 1 star. Ooh, it's got quite a bit of, whatever that was. Okay, come on, lock you in. There we go. It's gross. It's very slightly sweet. From succulent fruits to fanciful frostings, sweet foods are a toothsome treat. Consumables with a sweet flavor profile are often preferred by halflings and elves. Well, it'll be good to have something for, people who are not that much into gross, but, I think this is largely going to be for the gross eaters around here. It's, a little bit on the tough side. It is not at all pure, which doesn't shock me. Alrighty. Yeah, so we're going to get one of those. And apparently this is ×3 over here on the house brew. And let's think about, I guess maybe we can't think about getting this. Yeah, it's locked. It requires a kitchen. And swamp rat is apparently a kitchen ingredient because it requires kitchen. Huh. Alrighty, well, I'm going to get, do I have, let's see. Okay, yeah, I do want one of those. And I can get up to 3 of these, it looks like. I've only gotten 1 of them. Maybe we should go ahead and get all that we can here. We're probably going to be a little bit broke pretty soon anyway.
Excited to tap that barrel? Select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it.
Okay, let's do that. And let us assign something here. So click here to select an available item. Shall we start with the house brew or the Bog's Bitter? Let's see. Demand 0. Demand 0. That makes sense because we have no customers left, or yet. I think I'm going to start off with the cheaper stuff here. But it looks like our girl might have figured out what's going on, and she is going over there to pick up all of these new kegs. We did get quite a few kegs. Oh yeah, I think that I should be able to, maybe. Okay, yeah, here we go. I was going to fast forward a little bit for this. A little bit more.
Bars are great for a quick drink, but tables allow patrons to settle in and stay a while. Try building one.
Yep, sounds like a good plan. Alrighty, where shall we go? Let's see. Don't need to be here. I need to be, design mode? Oh, unlocks during the tutorial. Well, where do I go to actually plonk down a table? Build, perhaps? This looks table-y. I do remember having to, make sure that I could select a table, or, pick out a table, tell you which one was the table. Let's just trap in this bag in the corner here. Alrighty. That seems like a good enough spot.
It's a bit plain. Why don't I show you the design?
Yes, please do.
Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Even a humble table becomes an empty canvas ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece. But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild! For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3.
Yeah, I remember there only being 3 and being a little bit frustrated by it. So shall we go with an X and worry about what they're going to do with that X? I don't think that's the best idea. An ornate teapot or a carved owl. Well, that sounds kind of decorative. They all cost the same, though. So, I don't know. Let's go with the carved owl this time. Last time I went with the ornate teapot. Let's put you right about here. Oh, you're rotating on your own. What if I was to put you on one of these chairs?
That's an interesting choice.
Yep.
Well, there's no accounting for taste. That's enough decorating for now.
He's always just so
You've accomplished quite a bit. Perhaps you should save your progress?
patronizing and disappointed by what we pick. Alrighty, okay, we are saving the game, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the F5 trick. There we
Did
go.
it save properly? I can't see. Hold on, I'll scoot my candle a little closer to the storybook. Oh! I caught the page on fire! The story is burning! Quick, load your save
All right,
file!
Yes, you're very cute. Adjust voice over narration speed in the settings page. Alright.
Look, everything is fine again.
Yes, we have
No need to
successfully
reload for every little fire.
reloaded.
I was just having a bit of fun. Narrator humour, you see. One last thing, the stories. A glowing golden book means someone or something has a tale to tell.
That could be a lot of fun.
See? There's one. Click on your tap, won't you?
My tap has a story to tell. Good to know.
What sort of narrator would I be without a storybook? This is mine. It's a bit magic, you see. The stories inside are your stories, and they follow your choices. There will be quite a lot of stories to tell, all centered in your tavern. You'll find them as little books hovering above characters, items, or locations. Would you like to see how they work?
Sure, thank you. No thanks, I'll figure it out as I... Oh. No thanks, I'll figure it out as I go. Ooh, I'm actually kind of tempted by this one. But on the other hand, this narrator has been a whole lot of fun, so I think I actually will stick around for just a little bit more tutorial.
As you can see, your choices progress the story. Simple. Skill choices, however, are a little more complex. The results are determined by your character skills, the difficulty, and a bit of luck. The story continues whether you succeed or fail, and failing is just as fun, sometimes
I
more so.
agree.
Still,
FAFO.
I know even a fun failure can feel like a failure. Don't worry, you can retry spins if you don't like the result, but do be sparing with those respins. If too many build up, we may run into trouble.
Okay, my options here are what kind of trouble? Maybe we can figure it out. Maybe we can figure it out together. That goes with the wits skill. And the second option is smars. If I can retry any result, isn't the spin meaningless? Option number 3 is, we're friends. You wouldn't let anything bad happen to me. Ooh. That is a charm choice, and we only have 33% chance on that one, unfortunately. And smarts, we only had 50%, so I think we're going to go with the no-brainer, kind of literally, which is wits, where we have a 75%
Well,
chance.
the issue is with causality, altering... Wait a second. Using your wits to ply me for more information, eh?
Oh, you caught me. Oh. That's a long spin. Oh, well, I'm going to... Let's see. Each retry will increase the chance of a chaos event after this story concludes. I don't know. I'm not a big gambler here. But for this first time, yeah, we're going to have to retry that. Ooh, and look at that. That looks like my chances going up. We've only got 2 black spots so far. And we have gotten a success. Now, it did say just after this story ends, and we're in the middle of this story right now, so I don't expect this to be a super long story, and I think that means that was only, a chance after this one first story. So, we're going to accept that.
Yes, okay, you got me. There is more to it. Let me explain. Nothing truly bad will happen to you if you fail a spin. More or less. It depends on your definition of bad. Anyway, don't worry about it. But
I can worry if I want
respins
to.
resist the natural course of events, and tinkering with cause and effect can cause things to go a little pear-shaped. No need to go into it now. You'll have to wait and see. That's choosing chaos for you. Feel free to explore stories and go with your gut. There are no wrong or right answers. There's only the path you choose. I can't wait.
Alrighty. And it looks like we didn't get any chaos this time. That's good to know. All right.
To make skill rolls, you will, of course, need skills. I wouldn't dream of choosing those for you. It's up to you to decide what best represents your strengths. Quickness of wit or hands, depth of knowledge, or simply charm.
All right. Well, let's see. I do like having a lot of charm. That's very useful in this kind of game. Charm encompasses your natural likability and persuasiveness. I see persuasiveness could be really handy. Dexterity, now, how much do I actually need that? Because I'm just sort of like a disembodied brain here. So I'm going to tone that down a little bit. Let's see. 2 remaining skill points. Well, apparently wits are... Well, okay, I do want charm to go up, so let's do that. 1 remaining skill point, which tells me... I'm a little bit puzzled by this dexterity thing. Seriously, what do we use that for? I can choose either smarts, which is about how much you know and your capacity to learn. Usually in games that means how much XP you earn, so I don't know. Let's show your ability for quick thinking and quicker talking. Yeah, I don't know, I guess let's go with that. This could be handy too, but yeah, also I guess we could just... I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous about putting the dexterity all the way down just to get my smarts up a little bit, so... I don't know, maybe we can up this later on. Anyway, that's what we're going with for now.
Well, you know you best. We'll see how that plays out along the way. That's the end of my little tutorial. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Where would a story be without a narrator? Now, open those doors. You have a tavern to run.
Well, that is really good to know. Because the narrator is honestly the most fun part of this game so far. But you know what? I think I might have to wind up this episode right about here, but I am going to be taking this one to series. What am I hearing here? There's a whole lot of ruckus going on. But anyway, now that this is finally out in early access, I for one am very excited to actually bring this thing to series. So there will be much more of this to come before too much longer, and I think this is the closed sign making all sorts of ruckus at me. It is being downright obstreperous at me. Yeah, I'm afraid I do like fun words, like obstreperous, which basically means being difficult, but being very noisy about being difficult.
That golden lock up on the top of the screen is just begging to be opened.
Well, I'm afraid that golden lock is going to have to wait until the next episode. But y'all do let me know if you're along for the ride on this one with me, because I'm going on that ride whether you're there or not. But I hope that you will be there, and I hope that I will see y'all in the next episode. So I'm going to be optimistic. I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye. Kind of a small swamp, if you ask me. There is plenty of room to grow here.